She shattered my mom's wrist with a gas pump, live streamed it, laughed while my mother screamed. Yeah, that happened. And a month later, I watched that same woman, once the queen of our HOA, on her knees, scrubbing floors in a hospital like a disgraced maid. Funny how things turn. Let me back up a sec. It was supposed to be a quick stop. My mom, 74, fresh off wrist surgery, wanted to pump the gas herself. Said she needed to feel useful again. You know, like she still had control over something. I hesitated. Her hand still had pins in it, but she gave me that stubborn look moms get. I nodded, said I'd grab her some water. I was gone for maybe 2 minutes. That's all it took. I came out and heard this clang, followed by a cry I'll never forget. My mom was crumpled by the car door, clutching her wrist, and standing over her, this tall blonde in a white silk dress, heels clicking like she was on a runway, gas nozzle in one hand, phone in the other, streaming live. Today's episode, elderly frauds faking injuries at the pump. She said, smirking into the camera. I froze. My brain stalled, but my hands didn't. I walked up slowly, picked up the nozzle, slid it back into the cradle, and said, "That's my mother. You just assaulted her." She scoffed. She was in my way. Took too long. I tapped her. Don't be dramatic. Then she pushed me. Not hard. Just that kind of shove entitled people use when they think you don't matter. That's when I snapped. I grabbed her wrist, twisted it behind her back, and marched her straight into her own SUV. Her phone hit the ground. Her mouth dropped open. You see that hand you used to hit my mom? You're gonna raise it again, I said. She laughed, nervously. You're crazy. No. I whispered. I'm precise. Phones were out. A crowd was forming. I made her slap herself. Twice. Loud. Gas station echoes loud. Her mascara ran. Her face turned cherry red. And then she did what people like her always called the cops. Said I was violent. Said I had a weapon. Said I made her kneel. Said anything but the truth. Sirens blared. She smiled. Thought the cavalry was hers. But when that officer stepped out, I reached into my jacket and pulled out a leather badge. Federal Department of Civil Protection. He froze. Sir, I didn't know. You do now, I said. I laid out the facts, 5 witnesses, 3 video angles, visible injuries. She live streamed it. For crying out loud. When asked if I wanted to press charges, I didn't even look at her. I looked at my mom. She nodded once. That's all I needed. Yes. For assault, slander, and everything she thought she could get away with. The officer cuffed her. She screamed. She cursed. She kicked. It didn't matter. Some guy in the back muttered. She fined me $200 for wind chimes. Turns out, she'd been terrorizing the whole HOA for years. Bird feeders, porch chairs, kids' chalk drawings. She policed everything like a tyrant with a newsletter. The arrest video? It went viral, too, for million views in 3 days. TikTok remixes, Reddit threads. Facebook moms had a field day. Her HOA presidency? Gone. Public reputation? In ashes. Someone even mailed me one of her old flyers with her photo on it and a sticky note. Funny how things age. And then weeks later I saw her again. Different gas station. My mom in the passenger seat this time, listening to some old song. And Claudia? She pulled in driving a beat-up sedan, wearing sweatpants and an oversized hoodie. No heels, no pearls, no voice. She didn't recognize me. Not at first. Just shuffled to a random car and started cleaning the windshield with one of those grimy squeegees. A stranger's car. Not even her own. We locked eyes. She froze. Didn't curse. Didn't cry. Didn't even speak. Just turned back to the glass and scrubbed harder, like she was trying to disappear into the motion. My mom leaned forward and said, "Real soft. No one escapes what they plant." And she was right. That day didn't end with police lights or applause. It ended with quiet, with dignity. Because revenge might feel good in the moment, but watching someone finally face themselves, that's real justice. But here's the part one didn't expect. A week after that, I got a letter. No name. Just a single sentence inside. "I was watching when it happened. You weren't wrong." It was signed, HOA Vice Chair. Yeah. So, let me ask you something. If that had been your mom, fragile, recovering, just trying to do something small for herself, and someone turned her into a joke on the internet, would you have walked away? Would you have stayed quiet? Or would you have made sure the world saw what consequences actually look like? Tell me in the comments. Let's talk about it. Smash that like if you believe dignity is louder than cruelty. Hit subscribe if you think justice doesn't need a stage, it just needs a backbone. And share this with someone who might need the reminder, we don't always get to choose the fight. But we damn sure get to choose whether we stand up when it finds us.